All right, guys, welcome back to my July update for how much I made on my 3-bedroom, 3-bath cabin outside of the Gatlinburg area. I decided not to change my outfit because I like it. I don't have makeup on because this is my second time filming this update. I didn't like the previous one where I was sitting in Tennessee in front of my rental. The lighting was bad, so I didn't like it. So here I am back home filming it again. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm 3 months, well actually now I'm 2 months behind on my updates because it is October now and this is July. So July makes my 5th month of having my Airbnb up for this property. It is located 35 to 40 minutes outside of Gatlinburg. The reason why it's 40 minutes right now is because my bridge that creates a shortcut to Gatlinburg was washed away in a flood, and it will not be back up into usage until November. I cannot wait for it to be back up because so many people put in the reviews that the bridge adds on more time, which I feel like is a direct reason that we don't get as many bookings. So God, let that go quick because that bridge is a lifesaver. So it is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house. I'm pretty sure it's a 3.75% interest rate on that. And my total mortgage is $1,584.39. It is my most expensive mortgage that I have, which is fair because it's a 3-bedroom house. Being further out from Gatlinburg kind of breaks my heart that it's $1,500 and it's that far out, but you know, it comes with 3 acres and it also houses my tiny house. So I can't be mad. I'm very happy with how much land that we have for these rentals. So my electric was $205.85. I'm really happy that this house actually doesn't have a lot of bills connected to it. Not a lot of things break at this house anymore. Once we got our well fixed, there was really nothing left that people could be mad about except for the distance because of the bridge, and sometimes the hot tub is a little cold the first night there because we're working on a 110 volt, but in the month of October we're actually getting that fixed so that finally, hopefully they can do it, I can get a 220 volt on my hot tub and no disgruntled guests about how cold the hot tub is the first night. So we had a total of 2 days not booked on Airbnb in July for this house. I was actually beginning to think that this house wasn't going to be the greatest because the previous months that we had it, you guys know, we weren't really making that much money, but we had so many things we had to fix and try to work out the kinks that maybe that's why. But maybe September and December will be more of an eye-opener of like, what are we really going to be making? June was a really good month. Check out that video if you haven't seen it, but I don't want to have to just be reliant on 3 months of the year of this house being good. So we're still working out the kinks. Pray to God that this house, this cabin in itself is good enough for me to be happy with. So my cleaners came 8 times. So we had 8 bookings totaling 29 days of being booked. I don't know if it's 30 or 31 days in July, but I've noticed with bigger houses, people stay for longer, which is really good. The longer people stay, the less problems you typically have, because when you have people going in and out of your house, like my Gatlinburg address house, more things break and more guests become mad. So I'm very happy that this house is less stressful. And also my cleaners are becoming way more reliable because I am up on their asses every single day. Like, are you guys going? Are you guys going? So 8 times my cleaners came for $180, and that was a total of $1,440 that goes to my cleaners. Your cleaners are your backbones. You know, as long as they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, showing up when they're supposed to be showing up, you know, they're your backbone. You can't do this without a good set of cleaners. And don't try to skimp. Don't try to get the cheapest cleaner. You know, it's all about relationships and making sure everybody's on the same page. My landscape for this was $174 this month. I had a different person who does the landscaping come and do it as opposed to my other person because he was busy. So they were a little bit more expensive at $174. And my water treatment, like I said last time, was $87.98 a month. It is a salt water table that my well person has to come and put more salt in it. I don't know how often that they have to come and put the salt in it, but every month I have to pay that amount because I'm renting their machinery to do it. If I were to pay for it, I think it's about $3,000 to $5,000. I chose to rent for now so that I could save my money for the next build, but eventually, hopefully, I will be paying for that system outright after I'm done renting it. So that gave me my expense total to $3,492.22. That was about $20. No, I'm sorry. That was about a little over $100 more than last month, which was very interesting. Yeah, because we had one more day rented out than last month. Last month was only 7 days bookings. This time it was 8 bookings. So you can see how things kind of go up. The problem. The bridge was destroyed. The flash flood came through. Actually, I don't know if the bridge was destroyed in June or July. I think it was July because I was reading back on my messages. My neighbors were super helpful. I'm new to the area. I didn't know the shortcuts. I'm very bad at directions. Like if someone doesn't know how to go some way, I'm like, you're gonna have to just reroute it in your address, in your GPS, because I don't know. Even with my address, like here where I lived for 3 years, if you can't get in a certain way, I suck at trying to get you to understand the opposite way that you can go. I'm just not good with it. My neighbors literally called me when I was in Puerto Rico in July and was like, girl, the bridge is out. If you have any guests coming, they're going to have to reroute. And I was like, Jiffy, the name of my neighbor. I don't know how to reroute people. I don't know where to go. Like, how much more longer is it going to be for them to have to reroute? So she was like, it's going to take an extra 15 minutes to take the different way. She was like, give me all of your guests' phone numbers. I will call them and text them to help them walk through it, because GPS does not update when something like this catastrophe happens. It takes like a few weeks for the GPS to update to tell you that there's a road closure. So she was so helpful. When I tell you, you need to be friends with your neighbors, you need to be friends with your neighbors because they will also have your back. Everybody in the reviews talked about how I was very nice and accommodating and how my neighbors were awesome, because I used to have people come out to my cabin because it was kind of secluded in the back of the woods, and they were like, you know, is it safe out there? How far away are people from you? Like, can I trust your neighbors? You'd be interested. It's very interesting how like people will try to get a secluded cabin and then be scared to go into seclusion. But now that people have put in the reviews that my neighbors are awesome, I feel like that's going to help others feel okay being in my area. Mind you, we're not that secluded. I'm just further back in the woods, and then on both sides, you know, you have neighbors. Like, it's very interesting. But I mean, I don't know what I could do for my neighbors to show how thankful I am for them. So guys, put that in the comment box down below. What is something I can do for my neighbors to show them how like freaking thankful I am for them? Because they always look out for me. They always are texting me saying the power's out, what to do when the power is out. I have to do something for them. So put down below your ideas. Now that gave me a gross total of $8,342 for only 8 people booking my house. So I'll also put up here how much some of those rental prices were, so you guys can see how much we are renting each day. I think that's very cool to show people that. And then if you put that all together, my net profit was $4,849.78. So only 800, so about $700 more than last month. So that gave me a total of over like $9,000 for those 2 months. I feel like Gatlinburg may do that by itself. I could be lying. You have to go back and rewatch those videos. So what do you guys think? Is this house a good investment? We'll see what happens in September, because I haven't run those numbers yet either. Put down below, are you guys in Gatlinburg? Are you starting your glamp site? Are you starting Airbnb? Are you interested? I also do a mentorship on creating different side hustles to get you to your dream of making more money. Or you can also contact me for a mentorship for Airbnb and glamping. So I will talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think. And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't.